Sauce Walka issued a statement about Mexican OT. Mexican OT basically went on Angela Yee's podcast and said that
he was disrespectful. Whoever that black dude in there, you was a bitch.
Oh, was there a black?
Whoever that black dude that was in that room, you was a coward.
Okay, but for the people who haven't seen the clip, Mexican OT basically said, yes, I say the N-word. Who's going to do something about it?
No, listen. We didn't even, okay, cool, right? But when he said, I wish it was a black dude in here right now. And they said, oh, there's one there right there. Okay, well, what are you going to do about it, right? At that point in time, you crossed the line. Straight up.
But that's basically what Jin Lee says, too.
Huh?
That's what Jin Lee says.
What? He don't say, it's a black dude in here? Who going to do something about it?
He said, if you don't like it, we can punch about it.
That's cool. But he doesn't go out his way and say, is there any black people in here?
Yeah,
dude probably over there minding his business. It's too aggressive. You know, it was just too much. It was too much. You know what I'm saying? I heard what Sauce Walka said.
So Sauce Walka said that asking a Mexican not to say the N-word is like asking a black man not to eat a taco.
That don't even make sense.
So I said on my story something like, I'm laughing out loud thinking about the idea of people at home sitting there and reading this and thinking that it's a good point, because it's obviously like the dumbest fucking point.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Anyone can eat any food. There's nothing racist about eating a food. Yeah. There is something racist about using a racial slur.
Or how you use the food and what you're talking about. So we got a white person tell somebody black, like, what you have for breakfast this day? Chicken and watermelon? We know what you're talking about.
Well, the assumption is always going to be offensive.
We know what you're talking about. And we got a Hispanic that's involved in an accident, he rear ends you, and you jump out and say, what the fuck were you doing? Eating tacos? You wasn't paying attention? You get what I'm saying?
All right.
And you know, if it's an Asian dude, everybody can say some weird shit in a weird way to where it means something disrespectful. Or you could just be having a conversation and say, hey, bro, it's Taco Tuesdays, bro. We finna pull up to the thing. We're going to have a good time. You know, you're not being disrespectful.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I just think dude saying nigga, I get what he's saying. He grew up around him. It's like a universal word. I walk in the store, you hear, hey, my nigga, grab me some chips. They don't be black, right? But the way he did it, I wish somebody black was in here.
By confronting, I completely understand why it was considered offensive, but because by challenging or questioning a random black guy, like kind of sort of low-key punking him out.
It was crazy.
I can understand why that didn't go.
I don't know. OT dude, got nothing against him. I believe I seen him doing a freestyle or drop the mic or something. He was hard and all that. Yeah. But other than that, that was a little. And I think when he looks back at it, he gonna be able to see like, all right, I see what they saying with that. As far as him saying the N-word or what's up, my nigga, to his people, I don't.
But Sauce Walka kind of clout chased off me because he took the fact that I commented it on my story and he then did this huge Instagram rant as if like I'm in the wrong for making fun of his nonsensical statement. But he did acknowledge that, you know, it was great that I was going to all these neighborhoods in Houston and doing content and everything like that.
Yeah, but Sauce told me you did something to Sauce. Remember when he came in there and I got him to come over here to the table?
All I said was that I wanted to do an interview with him and crack a paint. Paint.
Oh, some lean.
A paint of lean, yes.
Does he drink lean?
A lot. Probably a lot more than me.
He probably took that personal.
He took it as like me, little boy and him, / saying something kind of racialized.
But Sauce was crazy. The way you took Adam saying that, because if it would have been a black dude said it, you wouldn't have a problem with it. It's the same way we took OT saying how he said it, is I wish it was a black in here.
Well, Sauce did call out Mexican OT for saying that, even though he also said that he thinks the Mexicans have every right to say it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't trip it because it's like, you know, on the streets. Now in jail, it's a little different. The Mexicans police themselves out here. They don't even allow their people to really say that like that because they don't want us to start saying shit. You get what I'm saying? But I don't really trip it. It's like a universal word, bro. It's like, you know, if it ain't the hard ER, I really don't hear.
So you think that the black people who are offended by Mexicans saying it need to just kind of shut the fuck up and move on? Is that fair?
It's they upbringing.
Right. But do you think that overall your advice, like, okay, let's say you had an artist, a strong, proud black woman, a doechii type, and she's outspoken about not liking Mexican people saying the N-word. Are you as her manager saying, listen, you got to give this one up?
Not because you're dealing with a different type of mentality.
It would be very awkward, but that would be my advice to her, is like, you're not winning this fight. And this is a huge percentage of your fan base. It wouldn't hit the same
street
coming
mentality.
From me,
understand is, you know why? Because a black dude from the streets, I'd say to a Mexican in a minute, "Hey, my nigga, you got a cigarette? Hey, my nigga, you got change for 100?" Just in talk, regular talk, not thinking nothing about it.
They'll say that to a white guy too.
They'll say it. Now, I think they're more prone to say it to a Hispanic.
Yeah, because they feel at least like we're minorities.
Hispanic,
we're not white people.
Or Asian,
we have more in common
before
than
he says that
them.
to a white dude, right?
Right.
So I don't, unless he's using it in a way that I feel is aggressive or too assertive, I don't hear it as that.
But the question is like, should black people as a group
I think
unite and just say, okay, we're not going to fight this, or should they continue to fight it? Because I feel like there needs to be a clear strategy.
Listen, what makes black people so beautiful is that we're all different. So I think the black people that don't care. Mm-hmm. The black people that want to speak against it, speak against it. The black people that's whatever, right? And all of that together is what make you see that. You see, look at that. That's crazy.
She's letting them hang out today, yeah.
It's crazy. You see that? Right? So at the end of the day, I think the black people should continue to do what they do. Doechii, you continue to speak against it. Shout out TDE. And then the other people could continue to embrace it. I personally don't care. You know what I'm saying? Unless you use it in a
I don't actually know that Doechii gives a shit about that, for the record.
Yeah, and unless you use it in a disrespectful way.